There's a version of me that never learned the word enough, and for the longest time, I didn't even know that was the problem. When I think, I don't just think. I build entire courtrooms inside my head, argue both sides of the same conversation, lose the case anyway, and then retry the whole thing at 3 a.m. when the world is quiet and there's nothing left to drown it out. When silence would have saved me, I opened my mouth instead, and I handed people more of myself than they ever asked for, more than they probably wanted, more than I even meant to give. And when someone showed me the smallest kindness, a glance held a second too long, a "Hey, are you okay?" that actually sounded like they meant it. I didn't just say thank you. I gave them my whole autobiography, every footnote of every chapter, every version of myself I'd been trying to edit out. I was always either everything or I was nothing at all. Some days I was bone dry, completely numb, like someone had reached inside and turned the lights off without telling me. Someone could sit across from me and say something that should have cracked me open, and I would just nod, feel nothing, and go to sleep like the day never happened. I used to stare at my own reflection during those stretches and wonder if I'd somehow misplaced the part of me that was supposed to care. But then other days, and these were the days that scared me more, I was drowning in a thimble, completely flooded by a song I hadn't heard in years, by a memory that had no business showing up on an ordinary Tuesday, by a look someone gave me across a room that I had probably invented entirely in my own mind. Everything hit differently and all at once, and there was no warning, no transition, just the sudden weight of feeling too much with nowhere to put any of it. Too much, then too little, and never anything close to just right. For a long time, I genuinely believed something was broken in me, that everyone else had been given a dial, something they could turn up or ease down depending on the moment, and somehow I had ended up with just a switch. Off, on, no middle ground and no in between, no quiet steady hum that other people seem to move through life with so effortlessly. But here's what I eventually figured out, slowly and the hard way, the way most things worth knowing tend to arrive. The ones who feel too much are the ones who actually feel. The overthinking isn't a flaw in the wiring. It's a mind that never stopped caring about getting things right. The oversharing isn't weakness. It's someone who was starving for real connection and doing the only thing they knew how to do. And the numbness, that hollow stretch of feeling absolutely nothing, was never emptiness. It was a body quietly catching its breath after carrying too much for too long. I'm not fixed. I don't think that was ever really the point. But I'm learning to sit inside the flood without immediately reaching for something to drain it. I'm learning to stand inside the drought and trust, even without any evidence, that something is still growing underneath the surface. I'm learning that enough was never a feeling I was going to accidentally stumble into one day. It's a choice, made quietly, made deliberately, and made again on the hard days especially. I'm still learning, but for the first time in a long time, I actually believe that's okay.